All right, welcome back to another episode of the Ambitious Journey podcast. What's up, man?
Hey, what's happening? We are back in business, ready to rock
We
and
are
roll.
back. How you feeling?
Hey, man, this is probably the best I've felt. This is the first Saturday I've had off in weeks, probably months
Oh,
at this point. So I'm I woke up this morning, I went to the gym. I was like, yo, we're about to have a day. And it's like March
uh,
Madness, so I'm about to set up my three TVs and a laptop. I'm about to be ready to rock.
yeah, dude. The SEC tournament is here in Nashville.
Yeah.
Couldn't tell.
Really?
Nobody knew, dude. Okay, I wanted to work the SEC tournament so bad last year.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm going to show up every day.
Yeah.
Bridgestone, you know what I mean? That's almost like I feel like it was going to be close to like how CMA Fest is.
Dude,
But
absolutely. Because you have all those teams from across the Southeast. They all travel well for this.
absolutely,
And then you're literally walking distance away. As soon as they walk outside, they're like, all right, we're going to your place. And then
exactly.
boom.
And dude, but no. So I talked to Brandon, and he was like, I told him, I was like, hey, the SEC tournament. He was like, dude, I didn't even know. He was like it's not any busier. They tried to open up.
Yeah.
They didn't open Monday or Tuesday. Tried to open Wednesday, and he was kind of like,
Yeesh.
yeah, dude. And I was like, that's so crazy. Like,
Yeah.
but that just shows you, I guess, still like how bad Nashville is just suppressing the economy there. Like,
Mhm.
I guess that's the best way to put that.
Well, it's
So,
also it's an interesting year for basketball because I know Kentucky, obviously their fan base, they travel very well, but I mean they really did suck this year. And
did
so I
I?
mean when they lose the first game they play, they all go home. And I
Mm.
don't even know what the capacity at Bridgestone is for this game. I don't know if it's like 25%, 50%, whatever they did. But I know it's not full capacity.
Yeah, I think I saw somebody talk about it. I think they may be having like 3,000 people in there.
Oh
I
yeah,
think
that's
that's what
trash.
it is. So it's something like that because I think I talked about this on here before. Nashville has those compliance officers,
Mhm.
and so they can go in any venue and be like, "Nah, let's clear it out."
So dumb.
It's so dumb. Um, so yeah, but they keep moving the curfew back in Nashville too. Everybody's all excited.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Well,
"Ooh,
we'll see. I mean, it kind of sucks though because I would definitely think working like a tournament like that would be good money for the industry.
yeah,
But I guess this year with the limited capacity does suck, and it does suck because even more because next year they're going to I believe Kansas City or St. Louis. Then they're doing the tournament in St. Louis next year as opposed to Nashville. So
the SEC tournament."
mhm.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, yeah, dude, just think about that. Okay, you got uh a major city in the South. I could see like Atlanta,
Let's say
like
Atlanta and Nashville used to flip flop. They used to do that. I
yeah,
think they're just trying something new next year just to see how another city looks.
yeah. So I could see that, but like you absolutely that's gonna be good money. All those teams coming there,
Mhm.
like playing, you would just imagine like games constantly going, people going out, and it's Nashville. So like it's not you don't really have to sell that hard. People already kind of know about Nashville.
Especially
And
now, bro. Especially
yeah,
now.
but that just shows you they still have a mask mandate there. It's 1 a.m., but you still have to sit down, still have to socially distance. Dude, I went last weekend, actually 2 weekends in a row, for birthday parties, and just getting there, you're like, okay, like they almost make it to where you just kind of just want to just stand there, and then like you're like, okay, I'm just gonna go home. Like it's not fun,
That
dude.
sucks. That sucks.
Yeah,
They
it's
took the
not.
fun. They took the fun out of everything.
Yeah, oh yeah. Um, so what's up, bro? What's on your mind? I know you said you had some stuff you wanted to chat about.
So this morning I got up, I went to the gym, got a nice little lift in. On my workout playlist, I do have a good amount of Meek Mill. There are a few songs that I have on there that have Meek Mill featuring Drake. And the first thing that I thought about today was, do you remember when when Meek said that Drake had a ghostwriter and everyone lost their mind about it? Do you remember this?
Yeah, oh yeah.
So my thought is, even if he has a ghostwriter, did that even matter?
If he had no,
Okay, thank you. Because I feel like a lot of people think like you're not a real artist, or like the old heads are gonna come at my throat on this one, and be like he's not a real rapper because he didn't write his own bars. But like,
dude.
but like, I just feel like he performs them so well. I don't care who wrote them.
Yeah, I think Drake came with this line right after all this came out. He said it's not about who did it first; it's about who did it better.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Look
because
like
remember,
preach.
yeah, and
Yeah.
like that's when Party Next Door, like all those reference tracks were like
Yeah.
leaking out, and I was like, okay, honestly, that's a hard bar.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was just listening. Drake's verse came on. I don't know. I think it was like Going Bad or whatever song it was I was listening to. But I was like
Yeah,
in the middle of incline press, and I was just thinking, like, I wasn't even thinking about the reps. I was just thinking about like, yo, these bars are hard.
right.
And
And
I
it's
was like, I
like
don't care who wrote them.
exactly because I mean he still has to deliver them, and I'm sure Drake is not just literally taking a full sheet of paper of just the whole song and just like, all right, I'm going to booth. I'm sure he's contributing, bro.
Yeah.
And if that's I've seen from what I know of music, I mean I don't know exactly how this goes, but I've seen tons of people in all like genres of music sit there like with friends and like come up with stuff and like
Hmm.
like or they're like no you need to twist that this way or say it like this. So I don't know if that's like
Well,
helpful at
it's like
all.
there's like a really nerdy white guy that writes for Tyga, but like Tyga has,
Wait, is it really?
swear to God,
Oh really? I didn't know that.
well, at least like the old stuff, like all of
Yeah.
his hits. So it's like,
Well also
come on,
what okay when Drake I think Drake too probably tried to play this like a business move too though.
like everything.
Yeah, like when he was so if he was taken from like Quinn Miller and Party Next Door, it was that's why I don't know if those are really like leaks. I think he was trying to get them attention too, like
Hmm.
without saying like, "Hey, they helped me write these songs." He was like, "I'm gonna just let you hear them,
Hmm.
but I'm still gonna put out my version because I'm the face."
Yeah, dude, he's playing chess, not checkers.
Yeah, dude. Like I don't know all that stuff, and then all of that benefited Meek Mill, nothing. He still went back to being his friend.
Hmm.
Like, what is that? 5 years removed.
Dude,
So it's like,
he ate Meek Mill alive, and now they're boys. I don't
yeah.
understand.
And basically, he bowed down and kissed the ring, and he was like, "All right, you can go live the rest of your life." That's what
Yeah,
Drake told Meek Mill.
of course.
It's it's terrible. But since we're on Drake, did you listen to that Scary Hours too?
Have I listened to it? About to see what's next. Okay.
Bro, I'm excited for this project. Well, okay, the Certified Lover Boy is what's coming out, right?
Yes,
I feel like that's going to be a completely different vibe than this Scary Hours. You see what
potentially,
I'm saying?
but I don't. I never try to guess what Drake has coming for us.
Yeah. Oh man, I know
Aubrey Graham keeps us on our toes at all times.
he really does, dude. Like, and because I mean, like, I mean, obviously, yeah, we both like Scary Hours too. That was dope, the whole thing. But I just think like when I guess I think of like Certified Lover Boy, I think of it as like,
Like a softer album, like a Take Care.
yeah, exactly, like R&B almost.
Yeah, same.
So,
I don't know. I feel like we're gonna have a lot of mix on there because like even Scary Hours was like, I mean, What's Next was hard,
mhm,
and then he had the song with Lil Baby
yeah,
that was pretty good, and then Lemon Pepper Freestyle with Rick Ross.
yeah.
I don't know if there's a better combination than Drake and Rick Ross on a song.
Yeah, because it's
It is
I
literally
was
Shaq and Kobe, Jordan Pippen every single time.
yes, bro. I was talking. I was talking. I was listening to the Joe Budden podcast, and they were talking about how like they're like when Drake gets into like I'm this rich or like just
Mm,
talking about rich stuff. They're like, who else would you pair that with? And they're like, who's been doing it for forever? Rick Ross,
yep.
dude. And I was like, honestly, like, yeah. I mean, that's that team right there is just
Dude,
yeah.
I don't know. They just give a different vibe when they're together. Like they just eat different.
Money. They give you money.
Yeah.
That's, they tell you all the things that you like, I didn't even know that existed.
Facts.
What the heck? Yeah. And then or they give you their rich problems like all that stuff like who knew that this came with this much money? All those little lines. And you're like, you don't have to rub it in that
Facts.
much.
They're so good. I'm very excited for this album. I mean, they said he pushed the album back just because he was rehabbing from that torn ACL. But
Hmm. I think he's preparing to go to like to try to tour some of this too. I think or
that's smart.
perform.
I mean, for an artist, that's really smart. And I got a question about that for another artist in a second. I don't know if you've peeped him
Who?
or not, but Jack Harlow. Um, Jack Harlow's on everything right now. Like,
Hmm.
I mean, his album. came out a couple months ago at this point, and it's still, and now he's releasing music videos, and like I like that album. It's really good. If you haven't listened to the whole thing,
Yeah, I would say, dude, I didn't even know that he put out one, to be honest.
I'll send you a couple tracks. I mean, he's got some good stuff. I mean, he's got hella bars. Like he's got a song with Chris Brown,
Yeah,
and it's called Best Friends, and it's really good. He's got Lil Baby on that album.
bro. Not to cut you off. Did you see them in the All-Star game?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, bro. He's everywhere.
Watching Lil Baby play in that game, bro, I was like, Jack Harlow, he did what he was supposed to, bro. He got the ball and gave it to Quavo.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Let Quavo get buckets. But whatever Lil Baby was doing, bro, I was just like,
I don't want to hear no more basketball lines from Lil Baby.
Bro, like I gotta give him a little credit. The handles were all right. They were all right. You could tell
couldn't get a bucket to save his life, bro.
Yeah, it was a little rust on there, but that shooting, bro, he was definitely a PG whenever he played, bro. He was like he did not shoot because it was just, and then when he jumped to grab the net, like I saw everybody killing him for that, and I was looking at that. I was like, bro, honestly though, like what? Why?
Dude, it was ugly. It was
it just because it was already looking bad, and you just add that little icing on the cake right there, with just hitting the net and then basically tripping and falling after coming down. Yeah, bro.
Have you seen the video of Jack Harlow like showing him how to stretch?
Yes, and I was like, bro, how do you?
Dude,
anybody that's ever played a sport, bro, knows how to at least get a couple of warm-ups. Then he did those 2 squats at the end.
Dude, it was hilarious.
What was he doing, bro? I was just like, either you are so far removed from sports, like that you just haven't thought about them. And I mean, I'm talking like 12, 14 years, which
like,
obviously he's not old enough.
You know you're not that good. And you know Quavo and Tupac are good. Why are you putting yourself in that position?
To look that bad. Like
that's what I'm saying. The bag is not that large.
No, not at all. And you didn't need the exposure. We all know who you are. Like, bro, you could have just came to the game fly and watched. And it would have been the same recognition. I just can't get over some of that. I was like, and dude, I know 2 Chainz had to just be looking at him like, bro, what?
Yeah.
Like, come on. Did he score 1?
I don't know. I was at work.
I really don't think
I
legit think their stat line was he had nothing. I think 2 Chainz had I think it was 8. They got blown out, bro.
Facts, but it was, and Harlow's not bad either. I've seen videos of him playing with like Dirk and Russ and all that. So I mean, like the rapper runs, I guess, or whatever you want to call it. They're all in the gym playing together.
Yo, yeah. I think that comes on TV too. Because I've seen like Russ playing in that and stuff. Yeah, because I think Quavo had like 17 points that game though. Like, keep in mind what they were only going to like 21.
21, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like he had like 17. That's crazy, in that block.
But who knows what's going to happen with how that goes next year? Because let's hope they actually get 4 good hoopers and not 2, and then just 2 scrubs.
Well, I like the concept of it, and I like how like they set up the All-Star game. And I know this year was kind of rushed. But I like the way that they did it all, like how it was. I'd rather see like people that we know, or like how they did a few years ago where they took like some famous rappers, actors, and like YouTube people, and they all let them play those games. I think that's super dope.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think this 2-on-2 is better than the celebrity game though, because I feel like
I could see that
the celebrity game is kind of doo-doo.
Well, I would almost rather see like a rotation of games like that, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
like get like just prominent people like that, and you could almost put them in categories, kind of like, so they had like rappers this time, but get like other music people, or any type of like content creators, and just have them play. Just I guess give like 3 hours of them playing like 2-on-2 games like that. I think that'd be dope, dude.
I think so, but I agree with the All-Star weekend. You know how they had everything on one night. Like I felt like that was so much better. I didn't get to see the dunk contest because I was at work.
You did like it? You liked it all in one night?
I did. I heard the dunk contest was trash. I haven't even seen any of the dunks, so that means it must have been trash.
Yeah,
But,
I didn't see it either, but I heard it's like 3 people in it.
yeah, but having like the 3-point contest, all the big names like it was at the
Mhm.
beginning, and then I think they did the skills challenge like in between quarters, like things like that. I feel like that's way more entertaining than like a 2-hour show on a Saturday with all these
Mhm.
commercials, all this
Yeah,
dead time, and
and
then just to have a game on Sunday. Like just put it all
yeah,
together at the same time. Just
yeah.
expand it like an hour or so.
Um, I could see them, or if I wish they would start it kind of like earlier in the day to make like a full day out of it. I feel like them trying to pack it all in at night. That's what makes it seem like rushed and sloppy and.
Yeah, but then you got to look at like people like Steph Curry. Like you're like, hey, you have to be here at 1 o'clock, and then you have to be back here at this time. This do this. Like he was able to do the
Well, I'm
3-point
saying more
contest.
so like for like this, no, for like the non-basketball people, like those games, because I
Okay.
think those games
Yeah.
started like 5, and then the
Yeah.
game was at like, you see what I'm saying? Where it was like they started that at 1 because people still want to see those people
Mm-hmm.
like at the game, hanging out, blah blah blah. If you start that at like 1, people are watching that like when they're just sitting out, eating lunch, whatever, and then you just carry that on, and you take like a 2-hour break or whatever to let, and then start some of those skill games. Then you
Yeah,
lead into the big game at night. I think it just flows that much better.
I agree. I think that would be dope.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Um.
Did you see Gilly the kid? He was at
Well,
um All Star
oh
Weekend.
no, did you finish your thought on Jack Harlow? I kind of cut you off earlier.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, sorry.
that's
I
really
know we kind of got kind of far removed from it.
not all good. But
Um,
during All Star Weekend, Gilly was at a five. He said he was at a 5-star hotel, costing about like 1,200-1,300 a night. He was down in the lobby, and then there was just a bunch of dudes playing dice in the lobby at a 5-star hotel. He was like only in Atlanta.
was it really? Wait, he didn't say nothing?
No, bro. I'll send you the video, but if you haven't seen it, it's on his Instagram. It's really funny. It was during All Star Week. He was like, "I'm in a 5-star hotel, costing me about 1,200 a night." I just call him down the lobby, and they over here playing dice, and there's like 20 dudes that's playing a dice game, and
Dude,
then it was so
hold on,
funny
no,
because
yeah,
you could
y'all
tell
got to clear this up.
there was like 2 white couples just sitting there, and they looked so out of place, bro. It was so
All these people down here playing dice,
dude. You know they
rappers
spent
walking
guap
through.
on that room, and then I was like,
Oh yeah,
I don't even know what's going on.
yeah. uh, my bad. Dude, no, I'm telling them to just. I'm like, look, I know y'all want to do this. Can you at least take it to the side room, not right here in the lobby? If y'all are here, you paid for a room here. Go to the room. Sit right here in the lobby.
Well, it's like, bro, how many of those people didn't even have a room at that hotel? You know?
Man, look, I wouldn't underestimate some of those people for All-Star. They save up to go to All-Star Weekend.
No, bro. I bet they are scheming and it's all a scam, bro. I saw a tweet. Girls were literally sleeping in their cars.
Bro, I saw that. Okay. I saw those people killing that girl for the U-Haul thing.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I'm not mad at that, bro.
I didn't see that. What happened?
Oh, okay. So this girl hops out of the back of a U-Haul, like one of the I guess truck van type deals that are
Yeah.
$19 to rent. All right, and she's at the gas station, but she hops out of the back. So obviously there must have been a driver,
Yeah.
unless she was just changing at the gas station. Um, but everybody was like, they were like, tons of people were doing that. They're just getting U-Hauls and they're just putting blowing mattresses in the back of them, so that way they can, and they're just keeping all their stuff in there, so that way they can go ahead and drive to the venues without spending money on a room. And I was like, I think that's smart. But I've also seen plenty of guys do that, like traveling for baseball and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Guys getting vans to just literally load up, sleeping in the back of their cars, everything. So I'm like, look, I get the grind, but if you're there for like a weekend like that, though, I see why it looks funny, but I can't really make fun of it though.
No,
Like,
it's definitely like it's a finesse,
yeah,
but it's like them just trying to like dress up and try to get with these NBA players like they about to make a living off of something.
hey, look, man, you gotta gotta get in where you fit in. It's like it. Imagine, bro, you talk about a finesse and a come up. If you trick one of these dudes into thinking you are something of this stature, or you get because you got all this stuff on,
Mm-hmm.
all you need is just for that moment that you can go back to the U-Haul. But let's say next time he's like he flies you out,
Yeah,
like
bro.
y'all
That
start
is
becoming
that
a
is a
thing.
come up and a half.
You know, I mean, gotta play the game.
But dude, it's sad that that's our culture these days.
I know it is. It is, and so many guys are easily tricked by it. That's the other thing. Like bro, you would think it takes smarts to make a lot of money, and then you realize how stupid like some of these people are.
Hmm.
Or I guess I can't really call somebody stupid for being tricked, though. Huh? I mean,
But that is a finesse.
that
Like
I mean, it is.
like
It is.
how does that even go? Like because I know like they're trying to get with the NBA players, but we all know there's these D League dudes that are down there playing dice, and they got the money in their hand, and these girls are going up to them too. You know what I mean?
Well, also you just gotta slide into the venue too, though, or get some type of pass and be like,
I was
yeah, I
gonna
can
say,
bring
dude,
people.
there's no way they're paying if they're not paying for a room, they're not paying for no tickets to the venue.
Well, think about like you said, like those G League dudes though,
Hmm.
because like they can get tickets to the games, right?
I don't know. I don't know what the capacity was this year,
Mm.
but we all know Atlanta is Atlanta, so we know the clubs were popping.
Oh, bro, yeah. But I've seen tons of videos of that.
Same.
Yeah, I was gonna say too though, they're not only there just to get with the basketball players. They're trying to get with the rappers, with the
Hmm.
producers, like anybody that looks like they have money. They're
Yep.
like,
Yep.
hey,
Yep.
yeah,
I'll come back to my U-Haul real quick.
yeah, exactly. Or like, I, I guarantee that the line that they go with is, all my friends are staying with me. Can we go to your place,
Hmm.
or can we, go somewhere else? Which I mean is smart. Then you can just take an Uber instead of having to drive your van, drive your room. Just get an Uber. That's smart. That's
I wonder how many girls were like, yeah, I got like a one bedroom, like little small
oh,
apartment,
just
no
lying about
kid.
it.
Yeah, like, oh, let me see this one bedroom apartment, U-Haul.
Yeah, dude. You know how I would play it now? I'm thinking about it. If you say that, then just park it at whatever like expensive hotel. But yeah, I just got a room over at the blah blah blah. Not really having a room, but
But
technically you're there,
man,
so that's close enough.
oh my god, bro, that would be something.
uh, but I think that was what else I was gonna bring up too, bro. Did you see the girl? Before I move on, did you see the girl that now started a GoFundMe, uh, just to get home from Atlanta to New York?
No,
Bro, she said she went down to Atlanta with $400 because she wanted to have fun with her friends, blah blah blah, and she was like, now she has no way home. She got a one-way ticket, uh, from New York to Atlanta, and she was like, she just needs help getting home. I thought,
she thought she was about to make it. She thought she was about to win the lottery or something down there.
oh yeah, absolutely. That's what made me think. And I was like, she was all down on a mission to come up, and I guess she didn't come up. But I saw people saying they were like, bro, there's no way I would still be stuck. They were like, this pussy gonna do something. Dude, I was dying at this, bro. And I was like, honestly, I mean, it's how to make this sound clean. Like, I guess I already said the word. I
Yeah,
mean, but
but bro, that is so funny. That is so dumb. Like you are stuck there because you bought a
but
one-way ticket.
dude, there's no way if I'm an attractive girl, there's no way I'm stuck anywhere. Like, we are
Facts.
getting home, bro. Some kind of way. Like, yeah, man, she just missed her opportunity. She probably tried to choose too hard and
Hmm.
she didn't go for the low hanging fruit. That's what happens.
Yep.
Get the ones you can and trade up. What's that lady? Laura Pippen, Scottie Pippen's old wife or
Oh,
whatever.
Larsa Pippen or whatever.
Larsa Pippen. She trades off a dude every little while, bro. She goes
Lit-
with who's
Literally.
hot for the moment.
Hmm.
Do the same thing, bro.
And she's
Just
not even picking dudes that are hot. Like she's picking like backup role play, not even role play, like backups off the bench.
facts. So, like, just look at that. She can lower her standards. Got to play your position.
Hmm. Facts. Yeah.
uh,
Let's just be glad that none of these people had stimulus checks before the All-Star weekend, though.
mm, no, I kind of wish that they would have,
Dude,
because the
Atlanta would
foolishness,
have been stupid reckless.
bro. The stupidity that would have ensued after this, Oh, that would have been price. Twitter was already great. So just
Hmm.
imagine Twitter with stimulus. Oh my, dude, I wish this would have happened right when all the height of like the PPP loans or whatever.
Yeah.
Just imagine, dude.
Yeah. Oh my
I would
God.
have been surprised people walking down the street with tigers, all types of weird animals. Oh, that would have been crazy,
the
bro. I already
Atlanta,
know.
the Atlanta like exotic car sales would have been like at a peak.
Dude, bro, it would have been fleets of cars coming down the streets from the local doughboys, bro.
Uh-huh.
Like you already know. But I guess being more serious, I am glad that they finally agreed on something for the COVID relief bill.
Absolutely. They called Joe Moneybag Joe.
Dude, 1,400. Let's get serious. And we're still paying all those other countries in this deal.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. What 1.9 trillion and we just paying all these other countries? What's up?
Dude, it's so frustrating to see. But, something's better than nothing. We still are what? So now we're up to 30. Is it 3,400 since last March from the government?
It'd be 32, I think.
3,200.
12 and 6. Yeah, 32.
So imagine some of these places that have been shut down this long, like, or still very, very limited. 3,200 in the course of almost a year. It's
So, dude,
almost a
I
solid
got
year.
something to pick your brain about.
Yeah.
And somebody may think I sound stupid when I say this. Whatever. It's a genuine question.
Hmm.
So poor people, like
Right.
genuinely poor people, have everything basically handed to them at this point. You know,
Right.
I mean, they more than likely have food stamps. They more than likely have, everything taken care of it. So none of this has affected them.
Nah.
The rich people have all the money in the world. This has still not affected them because a paycheck to them is nothing because
No.
they don't have the
Just
money.
another. Yeah. Just another day.
People like us that fall in the middle,
Right.
we're the ones that get hurt by this the most.
Each and every time. That's why they keep saying there's no more like middle class, quote unquote.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just like the upper poor, and then there's the rich.
Yeah.
That's kind of where you fall in.
But it's like they're trying to make everybody suffer that's not poor. It's like is it like I think we've made it clear that we don't stand on either side of the political spectrum here, red or
Right.
blue. But like it's almost like they're trying to make everyone rely on them.
Yeah, socialism. This is where you get that I want equality over what's that Kamala says? Equality over equity, or I mean equity,
I don't know.
whatever she says,
That
equity
sounds
over,
dumb to me because I feel like you should have the ability to work and make your life better.
yeah, and I forgot they use that analogy of like the wall with the step ups, that thing. It's the flaw is when people start relying on the government. Okay, my mom always told me, if you ask somebody for money, you can't be mad when they put stipulations on that money or they ask you what you did with that money.
Mm-hmm.
You ask them for the money.
Mm-hmm.
So if she says, let's say if she gave me some money, she was like, hey, are you getting your bills paid? You can't be mad. Like, why are you? Blah, blah, blah. Well, you took my money.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So, it's like, so I feel like it's the same that applies with the government. It's like, if you take this from them, and it's not even that you're trying to take it from them, they are putting you in such a position that you have to.
Mm-hmm.
So then they can just turn and use that as leverage against you. You know what I'm saying? It's like just basically taking in, you give them an inch and they'll take a mile. It's that same thing. Like,
Absolutely.
and so we constantly keep losing because of that. And now here we are, almost a year into a pandemic, and they provide us with 3,200. But you ask them, they've given us the world, though.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. They've given us the world, but they've given millions of dollars to other countries.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But I mean, the first thing that made me think about this is, yeah, I'm glad we're getting the stimulus check because it's nice, but I'm about to have to give part of it back to pay a tax return.
Oh, yeah. From serving and stuff.
So it's just like,
Yeah.
bro, come on.
It's, I don't know how, I still haven't done my taxes yet. What I think
I haven't filed yet because like I just did my like TurboTax stuff, and was like,
Yeah.
what am I about to owe?
Yeah.
So that way I can prepare for it. But I'm about to file probably once we get the stimulus checks.
Yeah, I think it's
Sucks.
due. I think it's due like April 30th, by April 30th.
Yeah. Which who
Yeah,
knows what actually that means this year, because I'm sure they'll extend it. But I mean, I'm gonna
bro, just
be a
think.
law-abiding citizen and pay my taxes. But
Yeah, we're going on 2 years now. Two of uh, life basically being altered. Like, that's so crazy. Oh, we lift our mask mandate here in Rutherford County this Wednesday, and then but people were upset about that. Williamson County just lifted theirs, but we already talked about how Nashville, they are sticking by theirs. They won't lift it.
well,
Um,
it's like we haven't heard anything about Texas since they did theirs.
oh no, no, I was just about to bring them up. So did you see that restaurant? It's a Mexican restaurant, I believe, in Austin. So they said no
Okay,
shirt.
Austin is literally little California.
Man, it really is. But what was it? No shirt, no shoes, no mask, no service. And they were like, people are still required to wear a mask, or you like will be turned away. And it was like all this kind of stuff. And it was like,
You must
bro,
not like
what?
money. You must not like
Yeah.
money. If you own a
And all,
business and just don't just let people in, like,
but see, within those businesses will be asking to be bailed out, or
oh yeah,
like stuff like that. Or like they'll play that, we're a local small business. They'll play that card
hmm
as soon as if people stop coming. And it's like, bro, and I get you get to do whatever you want to with your private business, but it's like I don't think you were doing that well,
yeah,
beforehand, and like to do this one, but two, if you were really so environmentally, I guess, or just so aware of what's happening with people's health, I don't even know if you would have like a restaurant open, just because of like
hmm
apparently those are like the breeding grounds of this whole COVID stuff of like how you super spreading.
hmm
That's what it is. So it's like no matter how many people you let in there, or how many people come on with the mask, like come in with the mask or not, they're still spreading.
hmm
So you would have still continued to do like the takeout stuff if you were just so like, we are gonna help save the world.
yeah.
You know
Well,
what I mean? Like,
that's the thing is like my whole thing with the situation is yeah, I think the masks are great. When you're around people, but like I feel like when you're at a restaurant or like now so Texas has no mandate.
uh-uh.
So I feel like that is giving the people the option to do as they please.
Yeah.
If you want to go to this place, go to it. If you don't want to go, don't go. Nobody's making you.
I think that's how it should be everywhere, bro. I really do.
I'm on the same page. I know it's going to ruffle some feathers, but I
Yeah,
mean,
if your feathers get ruffled by, you're the problem. If you get upset at that,
yeah.
like, dude, I had to talk with somebody the other day about this because they were getting mad about mask,
But it's just like
and I was like,
why can't we make our own decisions?
exactly, and they were like saving all these people. It's just, oh my gosh, dude, I'm so tired, dude. I'm getting worked up just thinking about. I'm so tired of all like the excuses that and just stuff, bro. Like that they say to like justify this. And we see, I was telling, dude, I talked to my mother about this the other day too. There's no data that has shown any significant decline from people that are being masked versus people that aren't masked.
hmm
Transmission is still the same if there's contact to people. I think it's like a tick lower. A tick meaning one instead of one in every 100 people, it's like one in every 150 people.
So my question is like, where does it even make sense? Like, you have to wear your mask to walk into the restaurant, but
Mm-hmm.
when you sit at the table, you don't have to wear a mask to talk to me.
Yeah, and it's like,
And so that's supposed to because you're sitting down and I'm standing up.
yeah, and it doesn't make any sense. It's just like the same with the Nashville thing, how they were like, well, people should be home by 9 o'clock because, and they're like, what, COVID stops after 9? And they were like, no, as people get drunker and more inebriated, they get more loose and like willingly break the rules or something like that. And it's like, or maybe they just realize, hey, maybe this isn't so bad. Like, and they go on, they snap back into reality because you're not
Yeah.
scaring them every other day with some new headline.
Well, that's my thing is like, so Wednesday is St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
I'm not even Irish, but I'm going to be a true Irishman and celebrate with the lads on Wednesday. And I'm going to get probably pretty messed up. But
Yeah.
I mean, that's just for the holiday celebration. But I
Right,
also
right,
want
right.
to know, like, what are these places going to be like when I go inside? Like,
Oh, are
because
y'all still? Do y'all still have?
yeah, we still have masks. I mean, our curfew moved back to 12, and I mean,
Mhm.
I have to work a double the next day, so I'm not trying to be out till 12 anyway. But I mean,
Okay,
I'm trying to
yeah.
have a good time during the day. It's a day off. Like I'm gonna have some time during the day. But it's
Same.
like I haven't seen anybody posting specials. I haven't seen anyone saying like we're doing this or we're doing that. It's just like, what are
Yeah.
we doing? Like,
Um, the local bar. Oh, dude, before I get into this, you just said I hadn't seen anybody posting specials. Dude, what if they're trying to cancel St. Patrick's Day
I
because they're
hope the
saying
leprechaun kicks them in the nuts if they try to do that.
because they're saying it's culture appropriation. Oh man. Oh, I can hear it right now,
Yeah, bro. They
dude.
tried to what cancel Mr. Potato Head, and they tried to cancel
Yeah, I
Dr.
saw that.
Seuss. They tried to cancel Eminem. Bro, you think Eminem cares?
Dude, oh my gosh, dude. But yes, I was saying the local bar Louis, they're having deals that day. So I know some places around here still are, they're still, doing like the green beer
I've
and
seen,
like
and don't get me
drinks
wrong,
and
I've seen a
stuff.
couple like chains and stuff that are doing stuff, but like
Hmm.
I have not seen anything. Like you could Google, I
Other
googled
places.
it and like go on Facebook, everything, and like I'm not seeing anything. I'm
Yeah.
just like, I just want to have a good time.
Dude, people they're they're scared of do you know how much harmful stuff you breathe in every day?
Don't even get me started on that.
Like, and I know this makes me sound so insensitive about COVID, and I don't. We've been down this, I feel like, a few times, but it's just, bro, people. I've seen people who are the size of my room talking about other people are killing them without wearing a mask.
Yeah.
You are literally killing yourself with every step. All that stuff that you want to love on yourself, like, is squishing your organs every step. But I'm the one that's killing you
Hmm.
because I'm choosing to breathe out here instead of behind a barrier. Got it.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, dude. It is just people smoking cigarettes. COVID, blah, blah, blah. You don't mean that cancer stick in your finger there? Not that thing?
Bro,
No, no.
speaking of that, I don't know if I'm the only person this happens to, but anytime I happen to walk by somebody smoking a cigarette, I just happen to be in the same vicinity. If I smell cigarettes, legitimately the next morning when I wake up, I am sick.
Hey, okay, bro. Yes. Well, I shouldn't say that I'm sick, but
Like
there's something weird.
there's congestion in your throat, like my nose, bro, every
Yeah.
single time.
Well, like bars that allow you like to smoke in there, bro.
Hmm.
Yes, I noticed like the next day, like very much congested,
Hmm.
and I wouldn't call it like sick, but I have like this like weird feeling like on the inside too. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
So I would say it's almost like a minor cold because you just have like
Okay. Yeah.
congestion and you're just like, what in the hell is this
Yeah.
feeling?
You
Like, where
just
did
feel
this come
off a
from?
little bit. Yeah.
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 So because this happened to me yesterday, I was walking into work and there's some like nail place next door, and there was like five people outside smoking cigarettes as I have to walk through the back gate, and I'm just like, you got to be fucking kidding
Yeah.
me. So I like walked through it, and then legitimately this morning I woke up and I had like congestion and everything, and I was just like, dude, it's like clockwork.
Yeah. Well, also, oh, my allergies are getting so bad right now too, bro.
Well, it's because
Stuff is
it's
starting to,
what Tennessee weather can't decide if it wants to be 30 or
man,
70.
dude, we're starting to already get stuff like blooming and stuff.
Hmm.
Oh my, not to cut off from what you were talking about, but bro, I was driving in the car. I had just woke up and I was sneezing so bad, and I looked up and I just saw this pollen, like those little white leaves,
Oh no.
blowing across my car, and I was like, "That's it." Now, like,
We're
and there's,
done.
man, and I just know these next couple of weeks, like, you may be able to kind of hear it in my voice a little bit, but these next couple of weeks, it's just a bunch of sneezing when I wake up, and like, that, like, you rub your nose and like that when your
That-
throat tickles.
Yep.
Man, it's the worst. It's the worst.
Yeah.
I had
No,
to go buy freaking allergy medicine just to make it through the day the other day.
I woke up this morning and instinct was like, all right, need medicine. I took
Go
it.
get it. Where is it? Dude, I woke up confused. I was just like, my nose was so stopped up. I was like, "Oh, what? What is happening?"
Dude, it's that time of year. It's the worst, bro.
Man, it
It's the
really
literal
is.
worst.
Um, Something else I wanted to chat about too. Jeff Bezos, well, ex-wife,
Bro,
dude.
I have a theory about this.
What
This has been planned for a long time.
facts? Because that's so fast. Like it's not even a year,
So fast, bro. Not a year. It's not even been like 6 months, I don't even think.
bro. Yeah, yeah. I don't even know when their divorce was. Okay.
Is their divorce even finalized?
Yeah, it is. It is. It
Okay.
is.
But
Yeah.
it's been within the last couple months, I swear.
Because remember, so she got that deal of so it's 20% of like Amazon or something like that, which translated to like $66 billion.
Well, it must
And
be
so
nice.
it was the fastest instant transfer of wealth like in history, and she went overnight to being like the seventh richest person or sixth, something like that, like just like
And
that.
now she's banging a school teacher.
Is that what he is?
Yeah, bro. It's like a middle school or high school teacher that she's with.
That's a come up for him. If I'm him,
A
it
come up and a
really is,
half, bro.
bro. Like, and okay, they're also kind of older too. So what are they like in their 40s, 50s,
Bro, I'm
50s?
flexing to all my students if I'm him.
I'm not going back. What do you mean? I'm letting them kids never see me again. I'm quitting that day. But
No,
in
but
the
I'm talking about flexing for one day, just talking bad to all the kids,
Bro,
and
I
then
would have
I'm
been
out.
talking as soon as I met her and I put that ring. First of all, I'm not buying a ring. Buy your own ring.
Yeah,
But I'm talking bad to those kids every day from that point. What are you gonna do? Fire me? I don't even need to come here.
yeah,
And I'm really not coming after the day that we set up that she says, "Hey, let's get married this day." I'm quitting that day. I'm
dude.
not coming
I'm
back.
buying your school and tearing it down.
Yeah,
Kids can
like
go somewhere else.
like I'm not coming back here. But I'm acting high and mighty at least for like a week. I'm like, this place is beneath me. I'm not coming back in here. Me step foot in this? No, I'm not coming back, bro. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I would have been showing out. But my thing is, I don't know why she did that. Like, dude, why don't you just take some time for yourself? Like, relax. Take a year of just
So
you.
I've never been through this situation, but my what I'm picturing happened. Obviously, she's going through a divorce, very unhappy. Somebody
Mhm.
stepped in and gave her the attention and everything that she wanted. And
Yeah,
again, this guy is on a come up. He said,
exactly.
"This is my time to shine."
And she has money now too, so she was like, "I don't need anybody's money. I just want somebody that wants me." I can see
Yep,
that.
yep.
Yeah.
That's dude. There's no way that's not exactly what happened.
Yeah. Well, also another thing too, I thought is so maybe they announced to us like like when the divorce started, but you know how like sometimes those famous people like don't announce that stuff until like
Hmm.
last second.
Well, we
So
all know
maybe it
like
was
divorce stuff takes forever.
also too when you're talking about that type of money, I'm sure that was probably like a very long process.
Hmm.
So we could be talking about possibly like a year before. Uh,
And how long were they mentally divorced before they were
That's what I
actually
was gonna say
divorced?
too. So that might be another thing that I'm not considering in that scenario. But I still like my scenario better. Of
I
yeah,
mean, I don't think that she gets all this money if she had somebody else instantly. You know?
right, that too. Um, because her whole thing was divorcing him because he cheated or something like that, right?
Yeah. So
So
it's
it
like
was like,
if she would have been found with somebody else already before
yeah.
the divorce, then like she probably wouldn't have gotten anything.
But think about how scandalous women are, though. There's been women that have been cheating and then got mad at their man for cheating and then sued for alimony.
Hmm. True.
So I mean, it's ooh. Have you ever heard of this? Who on Rogan? How he talks about his friend
Mm.
that still pays. So he's I guess almost a billionaire or something like that. But he's been married to this lady now. So this was years ago when he talked about it. So it has to be closer to 20 years. But he was married to this other lady for like 12 or 14 years. But he still has to pay her alimony. And he was like, I've already been married to my new wife longer than I was ever married to her, but I'm still having to pay her alimony. But apparently, this lady gets like, I mean, hundreds of thousands from this man a month because she was so like distraught over it and she was set in a certain way of like living. Well, this lady also will not remarry too because I'm pretty sure she loses that alimony.
Yep.
So
As
she
soon as
just
she gets
has
married.
like, yeah, so she just has like men that she is just with. it's so crazy, dude.
I
Like,
mean, I
just
mean, why get married though? It's not worth losing that money.
yeah, honestly, yeah. But it's my thing is, you can't tell me like, okay, maybe you can, but yeah, I just don't think you can be like so hurt and so whatever. But you still talk to me to get my money.
I would say she sold it one good time to the right judge, and they got it.
That's it, dude. Like that's all it is. And it's like, but you see this time and time again, and especially if they had kids,
I was gonna
you
say
still
that's my next thing is like not even alimony, but child support too, bro. Like, tell me why Blake Griffin has to pay like, is it Blake Griffin that pays like 200 something thousand a month for child support?
wait,
And
what?
and like, why the hell does a kid need 200 something thousand a month?
Oh no, he had a terrible lawyer. He should sue his lawyer. If your lawyer
Yeah.
came to you and was like, take this deal, or that's the deal they got you,
Mm-hmm.
fam, we got way bigger issues. I'm squaring up with my lawyer right there in court if that's what they tell me. 200,000, bro.
So this right here says 258,000 per month.
Bro, how much is that in a year, bro?
What is that like? It's a
That's
million every four, so like $3 million.
for what?
For what?
Yo, the kid,
Yeah, bro. That's what I'm
bro.
saying.
What kid, bro? That's better than some people will ever like see in their entire
In
lifetime,
their life, bro. And he makes it, and the kid gets it in a year. Basically, the baby mama gets it in a year.
bro. Okay, if I was, unless Blake Griffin said, "Hey, look, what I'm gonna do is she can only touch like a cap of this money,
Yeah.
and the rest of it will be set aside in a personal bank account for that kid."
That she cannot use.
Yes, then okay, kudos to Blake. But if your lawyer turned to you and said, "Bro, take this deal, 200K to her pocket,"
He's got to be on a hit list somewhere.
man,
Yeah.
on a hit list, but he would have been knocked off. If I got 200K to give every month, I got 50 to get rid of you right now. Like,
Also, have you ever heard of a woman paying child support? Because I haven't.
yes, bro. Okay, so only reason why I know about this is because there's there's like a activist group like that's against that.
Like against women paying child support?
Yeah. Like,
Because there's only a handful of them that do it anyway. Because
yeah.
real quick before we talk about this group, there's a guy I work with. He's had custody of his kid for 3 years and still has to pay. Like the kid lives with him. He's had custody for 3 years and he still has to pay child support.
You bent what?
Thank you. He told me that and I was like, yo, what?
I would have smacked him and say that again to me. Tell me that one more time. You utter that exact sentence to me again, and
Yeah.
bro, like he's a fool if he's out here paying. He's supporting the child.
Yeah.
You're basically paying to support somebody else's life.
Yeah.
They don't have the kid. Like, yes, there's a group.
I'd be in court every day, bro.
Oh, bro, there's a group that's against women paying child support and against women paying alimony. Only reason why I know about this is because what was it, Vice or something like that? It was either Vice or Vox did a story on this like a couple of years ago, and it popped up on YouTube, and I was like, I gotta see this.
Yeah.
Of course, the women blurred their faces out, blah 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 blah. And they were like, I'm all about being a strong woman. I'm a feminist. But they were like, but why am I paying? A man should be strong enough to like take care of his own. And I'm like, look at what you're saying.
Oh my God, bro.
Like, dude, they don't see the error in their logic.
Never. They never do.
No. And I was like, okay, so the dude, not the dude. So the lady that was paying her husband's alimony, I think it was on. I say only, but I think it was like 3,000 a month or something like that. So, granted, I mean that's solid.
I'll take a free $3K a month.
Right. But it was like, I thought it was gonna be something way more egregious than like 3K. When you talk about stories of like Blake Griffin paying 200 something thousand, like, or you hear regular people like paying crazy numbers like that. So I was like, not 200K, but like people they'll be making 110 a year, and they'll say like pay like 5,000 because of whatever reason. It's
Yeah.
like, what, dude? I had a bonus like at that time. Why are you telling me to pay? And there's a comedian that talks about that too. He was like, he Earthquake. Have you ever heard of this dude?
No.
So he's on Vlad, but so his this isn't alimony. This was child support, but he ended up paying child support off 3 years early. And he was like, he said, I always told them, he said, if my kids need anything, my kids can come to me and ask me for the money. He said, and I will continuously take care of my kids because they're mine. He said, but he's like, but I don't want my money going to a woman that I'm no longer involved with and them saying like, hey, that's for your child. He was like, no. He was like, my kids are old enough now; they can talk to me.
Yeah,
And
facts.
so he was saying, but at the time, he said the judge ruled on what he was making then. He was like, hey, yo, I'm a comedian. Like, he was like, I don't know if I'll forever be making this much money. Like, he was like, and that was when he was just getting hot. He was like, you got to think, he was like, I was broke, I think he said broke, or I didn't have a lot of money for a long time, which I mean, kind of makes sense in comedy.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
was like, and I had just gotten a couple of good roles and I was just like starting to do good in comedy. He was like, and then that's what they chose to use, not anything else. He was like, yo, I don't know if I'm gonna forever do this. So he said, so he told himself, he was like, I'm gonna double up payments now. So he doubled payments, bro. Look at this. Double payments for 15 consecutive years. Did not miss one payment. And he was like, I was just fortunate enough to be blessed that I could pay enough money.
Wow.
Like he said, I stayed relevant, I stayed hot, I kept getting stuff so I could pay that money. He was like, and he said, so I did it. He said I ended up paying it off. I think it was like 3 years earlier, something like this. I
Man,
don't know if I'm mixing it
that's
up,
crazy
whether it
though.
was 3 years or 3 months. So I may be off on that.
Wait,
But
so double payments for 15
right.
years?
And he was like, but his ex-wife went on the internet blasting him, saying like he's not taking care of his kid, we're about to be homeless, like we're all out, blah blah blah.
Yeah, because what'd you do with that money?
Exactly. And he said, and he just went on Vlad again. He was like, he said, I never made that mistake again with her because another woman tried to trick him into a kid, which is another story. But he said, I wanted to make sure she was self sufficient instead of relying on me like the other
Yeah.
situation I had. He was like, because he said, what do you do with all that money? He was like, I was giving, I don't think he said the amount, but he was like, I was giving her good money.
Oh,
And he was
double. He's
like,
giving you double what the judge was telling him to give you.
bro, every month, bro, for that many years. He was like, think about it. He was like, she got a house, she had cars, she had this, she had that. He was like, I didn't question it at all. He was like, she's with other people. He was
Hey,
like,
bro.
and I'm still here paying for my kid. And okay, dude, I've thought about that too. I was like, why wouldn't they set that up like to where they were letting the child support go into an account for the kid, and to where both people have to agree, like you have to show like, hey, this money is going for this and this bill, whether it be bills, you say, hey, all right, so to the light bill this month, or this and this, so you take percentage of that instead of taking the whole thing and saying like, yep, this is all child support.
Yep.
Because you could set the kid up for better later on.
And right now, it's setting the kids up for failure because
Exactly, because
what
it's like,
9.9 out of 10 people that get child support don't even probably use it for their kid.
exactly, because it's like, because they say you don't know all the struggle that go into raising a kid. I mean, yeah, no, but okay, if the bills are paid and there's food to be taken care of, it's not supposed to cover the complete cost of the kid. You're supposed to be a team. So okay, so if I'm paying for this and that, all right, so then you can cover whether it be like little projects that come up, if you need money for jerseys or like rec fees, all that type of stuff, just
Yeah.
tell me. We can work out stuff on that. But okay, but then I feel like I'm thinking about that too responsibly.
Well, I was gonna say, and most of the time, these people are coming at each other's necks for this stuff,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
just trying to get at somebody, trying to get one up on them, and
Because
because
they say it's in the name of being hurt.
mm-hmm. Well,
Mm-hmm.
or for the love of the kid, because it's like, no, I'm willing to communicate with you, but you just want a guaranteed check every single month.
Exactly, exactly. Um, do you know this is something too that I'm all for? That and I saw somebody do this. I forgot where I saw this at, but I think this should be the case for most people. So these people, after they got divorced, instead of making the kids move, the parents moved, and the kids kept the house. And so the parents alternated weekends at that house.
Huh.
And I was like, absolutely, that's what you should do. Like, if don't inconvenience the kid's life because y'all can't make an agreement.
Dude, that's
So
kind of cool. I mean, it's
yeah,
a messed up situation, but I mean, they made the best out of it. It seems like.
exactly. But it's like y'all, so you have to travel to here, or you want to live there. That's cool. But if you want your days, you will be at this house on this day at this time, and you rotate that way. Let the kids' life stay stable so they can continue to. Because how many times kids say one of the biggest reasons that they get upset, I'm having to move away from my friends. I don't
Mhm.
get to see my friends anymore, or I don't know these people around here. I don't like this place. Things like that. But if they were already raised in this area, they're familiar with it, they're comfortable with this,
Well,
they
and
know
it's like
this.
even the little things, like it's that house, it's their
Exactly.
room.
You see what I'm
It,
saying? Yeah. They're
yeah.
not going to somebody else's room. Like, and also too, another thing that people that I feel like people deal with is when their parents go on and create other lives,
Hmm.
like with their kids, like with someone else, and they have other kids. Like, too, you see a lot of conflict with that too, which is something you have to cross. But I feel like that helps integrate it in better too, because you're
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean? It's just so many things I think can be smoothed over if you deal with that, if you did that. But that requires a lot of responsible people. So
And we know we ain't got a lot of those here.
no, oh no, dude, have you seen that one guy? Well, he used to do like the history talks or stuff like that, crash course.
No,
But he was talking about how like we don't make people like pay like a license to have kids.
we
He was
should.
like, yeah, he was like, have you ever thought people can just make a baby, or they can just make another human? And I was like, dude, that is kind of crazy. Like, you don't have to do anything. You can just you and two other people, you and another person, can talk about it and be like, let's do this. Like nobody has to check any boxes, meet any requirements, just anybody. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, man. It is. I would say that and anybody being able to have a driver's license are two of the most dangerous things we have in this world.
Yes.
Because a lot of
Man.
people that I see every day should not have a driver's license. I can tell you that right now.
Facts.
So let me get your thoughts on this. I
Yeah.
think you should have to retake your driver's test like every 5 years.
No, I
At
think
least every
I
10.
don't want
I mean, once you hit a certain age, like once you get like over like 50, I think you should have to take it every 5.
facts, bro.
But I think
I
like every
think
like 10 or 15 for everyone else, I think that is needed.
so. I think yeah. So I think from 16 to about 35, you should be good. And
Well, dude, I
then,
don't know. There's some people that just drive like they're a turtle.
well,
Like
I think
can't even go the speed limit in the middle of the lanes. I'm just
yeah.
like, what are we
Well,
doing? Who
I
gave you this
also
license?
think if you get into a wreck, like let's say if you get into multiple wrecks, then
Hmm.
they should make you retake in that time period. Then
Hmm.
they should make you retake it. But 16 to 35, you should be good. Then I think you should have to retake it again when you're 50, and then implement that, because then that's when you start see a rapid decline.
Dude, like
Um,
I get it. You want your freedom, and I think we've
mhm.
talked about this before.
Yeah,
But like, do not sit here and be afraid of everyone else around you and be afraid of your car and think you can drive.
bro, exactly. And like, I also think they should start some type of like elderly driving service to where they just have like in the area, just people that are. I know some people may say like, "Oh, it's a taxi or it's an Uber." No, but that's different. Like
But
they
people
don't
that
know how to
actually
be
care for like
considerate,
elderly people is what you're saying,
right?
and I
And like
agree.
they're always, and I know they kind of have some of that services with like hospice care. They provide that like with the vans you see like rolling around, but it's like not all the people have the money for that. But something that's affordable that can be worked into their income. That's simple. You just pick them up. They need to go to the grocery store. If they just want to travel over here, like you take them, because a lot of those people should not be driving, dude.
Heck
Should
no,
not.
because like I was on a very busy road the other day, and there was a car in the middle of both lanes going 30 and a 45.
That's so frustrating.
Yeah.
And I try not to be mean to people because I've had like car issues before to where like I've had to drive slow, but I get to the far right and like I try to like cautions and stuff like that so people know like I'm not just being a dick.
Yeah.
But when people are in the left lane or like that middle lane doing that, bro, I'm like, do you know the signs all say slow traffic to the right?
Yeah.
And like here you are holding up everyone else. We get okay, you may not be comfortable, but like there's other people that are comfortable.
Well,
And so
and it's like you may not have anywhere to be, but some of us have places to be.
yeah. Well, when you are, it's when you get that mix of this overly comfortable people with the people that are not comfortable at all. That's when you get wrecks on the interstate. Like, those people that fly down 100 miles per hour down the left side that are just zipping in and out of people. And it's like, I mean, they could cause a wreck and they're just as much as fault. But what if one of those super slow people are right there in front of them? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like that causes issues for everybody.
And that's why we have a speed limit. Everyone should just go that at least.
Yeah, at least, yes, at least the speed limit, not 15 under.
Yeah, facts. Nothing worse. But I'm gonna end my rant on that.
Yeah.
Wrap this
There's also something that will get me fired up, but I kind of want to save it for the next pod.
Yeah,
it's about that Army flight suit.
Leave them hanging.
Yeah. A little cliffhanger for next time. But you got any final thoughts, bro? Anything?
No, man. Just as always, appreciate everyone listening, showing the support, taking the time to spend your day with us and listening to us talk about some random garbage like this. So
yeah. Thank y'all. We appreciate it as always. I'm glad to be back with the pod. I know we
life is busy right now,
man.
What are we juggling? You still doing like DoorDash and stuff like that too?
Bro, I haven't even had time for that, bro. Like, so I'm doing research, but I'm also like, still trying to do my YouTube and stuff like that, plus working. So like you said, like, all right, when you get off at night, then like, you're like, yeah, I'll get up at 6. Then all of a sudden it's like 7, and you're like, dang, I got to go to work later. You just got all this other stuff you got to jam in. So.
Okay, I'm juggling 3 jobs. You're juggling at least like 2. So I mean, we're trying to fit a schedule in together. So again, we do appreciate everyone with the support.
Thank y'all. We like doing this. That's why we keep coming back to this, because we like it, and we like you guys hanging out with us and listening. So.
Big facts. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, any content you want us to cover, slide in the email DMs or the YouTube comments and let us know.
Yeah, that's it. Till next time.
Hey, till next time, guys. See you.